Hello everyone. So this is our second video of IPMAT TI.M.E in the 2020 question papers, short answers. So we have earlier discussed few of the questions from this paper, and now we'll discuss some more questions from this paper. So let's begin with the questions. So here is the question number 6. Like we have discussed 5 questions in the previous video. So it's given in a 4-digit number. The product of 1000 digit and the unit digit is 0. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 digits number, and the product of unit digit and the thousands digit. Matlab, it means this is the units digits and this is the thousands unit. Product of these 2 digits is 0. It means one of the 2 has to be 0, and this 1000 digits cannot be 0. Okay, so this digit has to be 0 here. This we don't know anything. While their difference is 7, so it means this has to be 7. Next, the product of the middle digits is 18. So middle digit is 18 means there is only 2 possibilities, either the 2 and 9 or 3 into 6, and their order might be different, 9, 2 and 6, 3 as well. The 1000 digit is as much as more than unit digits. So 1000 digit as much as more than the unit digit. Okay. As the 100 digit is more than the 10th digit. So the difference here, 1000 digits and the unit digit is 7. So 100 digits and the 10th digit must have the same difference. So the only possibility is 20. So the desired number is 7920. I hope it is clear to all. No one has any doubt in this. Okay, let's move on to next question. Out of 80 students who appeared in the school examination in mathematics, physics, and chemistry, 50 passed in maths, 30 passed in physics, and 40 passed in C for chemistry. Okay, it's a clearly Venn diagram question. Okay, at most 20 students passed in maths and physics. At most 20 students passed in physics and chemistry, and at most 20 students passed in chemistry and maths. The maximum number of students who could have passed in all 3 exams, we can simply say 20. Why? We can do this question in 2 different ways. One, we can draw a Venn diagram and solve the values. Like maths, physics, and chemistry, there were total 80 students. 50 passed in maths, 30 passed 50 passed in maths, 30 passed in physics, and 40 passed in chemistry. So the maximum value of this whole is given as 20. Like it is saying, at most 20 students passed in maths and physics. So the maximum value of this bracket is 20. Again here is 20. Again here is 20. So if I'll put 20 here, so rest all these become 0. But now here is a catch. Now look at how many students left here. So 50 minus 20 is 30. 30 minus 20 is 10. 40 minus 20 is 20. So the total sum of 30 plus 20, 50 plus 10, 60 plus 20, 80 all. So maximum 20 students can be there who passed in all 3 examinations. Suppose in a case, for example, in this question here, it was given, let's see, 40. Take an example just. So here it should be 20 and their entire sum becomes 90 instead of 80. Okay, so in this case, we cannot do this. We have to change this value. Okay, so how we change this value? So that make it impact. So 50, 40, 40. Okay, so then there has to be more student that has to be common. So that cannot be done here because we need little bit more number of students in at most 2. Okay, or we can say 20, 60. 40, 10, 0, 0. Yes, we can do this. Just hold on. Let me explain you once again. How does it exactly work? I have to draw it again. Sorry for that. Let's draw it again. Maths, physics, and chemistry. Now let's see how does it work. It's maths, it's physics, it's chemistry. Here we have 50. Here we have, let's see, 40. And here we have, let's see, 40. Okay. Now their sum is 50 plus 40. 50 plus 40, 90 plus 40 is 130. Okay. But we have only 80 students. So we have 50 extra. Okay. Now what we can do, we can put 50 students here, like 20 and 20 and 10. Now it becomes, sum becomes eventually exactly 80. So whatever the number of students you put into in both, not all three, exactly 2, that will becomes, that will reduce from the overall. Like you can see the total sum initially was 130. We put exactly 50 students in exactly 2 phase, and now their sum becomes 80. You can see this circle is 20 plus 20, 40 plus 10, 50. Again, this bracket is 20 plus 20, 40, and this bracket is now. But we need to put here some more. So whatever number we put here, that will be increase the overall number. For example, if I put 10 here, okay, so here I cannot put more than 10. Here I cannot put more than 10 because it was given that not more than 20. So 30 plus 20, and it's 30 plus 10, 40, and this is again 40. Now try to check the sum again. What is the sum? So it's 50, 60, 70, 80. Now again the sum is 80, but here we have put the value 10. So whatever number we put in exactly 2, that reduce from the total sum, and whatever put in all three, that increases the sum. Okay, so now let's move on to the next question. So there are 13 objects, 4 are indistinguishable, means 4 are identical, and rest are distinct. The number of ways we can choose 4 objects out of these 13. So now we have 4 identical objects and 9 distinct objects, and we need to choose 4 out of 13. So what is the possibility that we choose 0 indistinguishable articles and 4 distinct objects? So out of 9 distinct, we need to select 4. So 9C4, because order does not matter here. Now, if we take one item which is out of 4 identical items and 3 distinct, so this one have only one way to choose because all 4 are identical, and for these 3 we have 9C 3 ways. Now we can take 2 articles from these 4 indistinguishable articles, and we can take 2 from the rest. So for selecting 2 articles out of 4 indistinguishable articles, there will be just one way, and for 2 things there's 9C2. Further, there is a possibility here we got 3 and it's 1, so it's 1 into 9C1, and finally 4, 0. So that is again one way. So now we can solve. 9C4 means 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 upon 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so 3 2 just 6, 4 2 just 8. It becomes 126. 9C3 similarly becomes 42. 9C2 becomes 36. 9C1 becomes 9, and this is 1. This 1 is very important. So the total sum becomes 160, 190, 204 plus 10, 214. Okay. Also, you can do some carefully, but I think it should be the correct answer. I hope this is clear to all. So we can take 0 indistinguishable article 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay, and rest distinct object. So it was the paper. There were total 10 questions in this paper, and we have already discussed the 9. One question was definitely difficult, which we suppose not to be attempt. Okay, so there are always some question in paper which we should not attempt if we want to score, maximize our score. Okay, so thank you very much. I hope you would like this video, and you can raise your queries or doubts if you have any. You can also comment in the video if you need a free mock test on IPM. So thank you very much. You can contact us on Facebook, WhatsApp, or Instagram. You can also comment on our video.